going on. Another explanation that pops up often is an Illuminati ritual of some kind. But what kind of Illuminati ritual? Well, some popular opinions are that celebs may be getting injections of adrenochrome. Many believe the elite are still participating in satanic rituals that have celebrities and politicians feeding off the blood of missing children. Adrenochrome may be harvested from the bodies of tortured children and injected into the elite to obtain an illicit high, which is believed to keep them young and healthy. A popular topic with the Pizzagate groups. Another belief is that the black eye may come as part of the reptilian race takeover. Many believe an alien race of reptilians may send a worm parasite that takes possession of your vessel through the left eye. Others believe it's a simple punch that celebrities must display in public to pledge allegiance or pay tribute to the Eye of Horus or the all-seeing eye, which is one of the Illuminati symbols, and they may have to display that to show their allegiance to the elite. What do you guys think? What are your thoughts? What are some other possible explanations for the Black Eye Club? What are some possible theories that you may have on why so many celebrities are in public with black eyes? Let me know in the comments.
You guys ever notice that the birds are flying different? So I looked it up, right? Turns out the government killed all the birds and replaced them with drones, which makes perfect fucking sense because it's all about control to these reptilian fucks. Any moment now they'll make their move. If you guys don't hear from me again, you know what happened. Pray for me.
Fine. All their names have an E sound in it, but what does that have to do with Illuminati?
Good question. See, I've been working on the same theory for minutes now. The name Illuminati is a clue in itself.
What?
Illuminati? They're saying Illuminati, which is exactly what they want us to think. They're hiding from us. But we just cracked the code, and we are gonna prove this thing once and for all.
We just talked about how stupid these conspiracies are.
Conspiracies? The Illuminati are viewed as leaders, the most powerful people and companies in the entire world. And from the time we're kids, we're already being taught to serve them. Think about it. When you're a little kid, what's the one thing you're forced to do? Go to school. And when you're in school, who's the one person that you have to obey? The teacher. And when it comes to teachers, what's the one thing you associate teachers with? Apples. Like, why an apple of all things? Because Apple is one of the biggest companies in the world, and they're in on it. Why do you think every single one of their Apple products starts with an I?
Like the iPhone, or the iPod, or the iPad, or even the Iraq. I didn't know they made racks.
No, like the place, Iraq. See, there's already a lot of conspiracy theories saying we went to war in Iraq for oil or for money or for whatever. But what if the reason was to protect the secret?
So you're saying the Illuminati is located in Iraq?
No, that would be way too obvious, but we are close. It's someplace around there. I just don't know where to start.
With all the technology we have, too bad we can't just triangulate their position.
Wait. Sean, say that again.
That again?
Exactly. Triangulate. Triangles. That's another Illuminati sign. That's how we're gonna find them, with triangles. Miley Cyrus?
Kim Kardashian?
Kardashian?
Well, what about Kanye West? He's rumored to be a part of it.
Oh, you mean Kanye?
It's Kanye.
Then why does he refer to himself as Yeezy? Or why is his album called Yeezus? It's Kanye. Learn how to read.
Okay, fine. All their names have an E sound in it, but what does that have to do with Illuminati?
Good question. See, I've been working on the same theory for minutes now. The name Illuminati is a clue in itself.
What?
Illuminati? They're saying Illuminati, which is exactly what they want us to think. They're hiding from us. But we just cracked the code, and we are gonna prove this thing once and for all.
We just talked about how stupid these conspiracies are.
Conspiracies? The Illuminati are viewed as leaders, the most powerful people and companies in the entire world. And from the time we're kids, we're already being taught to serve them. Think about it. When you're a little kid, what's the one... Sean, say that again.
That again?
Exactly. Triangulate. Triangles. That's another Illuminati sign. That's how we're gonna find them, with triangles.
But where do we start?
Isn't it obvious? The pyramids. Even as a little kid, you're taught that pyramids are in Egypt. Egypt. And what other famous pyramid does everybody learn about as a kid? The food pyramid. And if we look above Egypt, we see Turkey, which is up and to the right, exactly where Turkey would be on the food pyramid, up and to the right in the meat section. And while we're talking about meats, don't tell me it's a coincidence that Saudi Arabia is shaped exactly like the meat they used to draw in cartoons that we watched as kids. Even though it is pretty uncooked and red, that could explain exactly why there's the Red Sea right next to it. It's because the Red Sea is just the meat juices dripping down from Saudi Arabia, or should I say, saltier rare beef.
Oh, God.
And if we connect all 3 points, we have the first triangle, the triangle of pyramids. But the Illuminati aren't just represented by pyramids, they're also represented by an eye. And what do eyes do? They see. Just like the Mediterranean Sea, or Syria, or like we mentioned earlier, the Red Sea. That's our
What the fuck was that? Oh, what the fuck was that?
Everybody about to make a drink. You want some drink?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah, you want Hennessy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, girl. I know you like Hennessy. Yeah.
I'm trying to tell you.
Here you go, boo. Here you go. That's your drink.
Thanks, babe.
Yeah. I got something nice planned, I promise.
You're so romantic.
Yo, you know I went to the night. You feel that breeze? You feel that breeze, girl. Yo, we out here. Yeah. Look. Oh! Illuminati! We made it!
Tell you my nigga, I'ma be your killer. Nobody gon' play with you. I'm with you. Go against any nigga like fuck this good. Ski off third speaker. I put it in for you, I stand for you. Whatever you with, I'm with it. Are you
Eminem replaced by an Illuminati clone?
No.
Oh man, this is a spicy one. Now, am I gonna say this is real? I mean, you just have to look for yourself. So yes, this is. I think it's Joe Biden, and if you look at Joe Biden's maybe like a 2008 picture versus now, I don't know, man. I mean, maybe he got a facelift. You know, I'm not gonna say it's true, but just take a look. What's with all this talk about inflation? Well, besides the obvious money printing by our government, it's all going to stem back to the CARES Act passed last year. And if you dig deep enough, you'll find evidence of this new federal budget. If you don't know what modern monetary theory is, I suggest you look it up, because we pretty much transitioned into it already. Have you heard of the Men in Black? No, not the human one. They say that these appear when you know something that you're not supposed to know. And if you look at the description, it's kind of confusing, but they essentially do the government's bidding. Or it may not even be the government, who knows? Here's a video of said Men in Black. And obviously they're not called Men in Black on the card themselves. I would put more emphasis on them not being human, but honestly there's just not enough information. This one more creepier and realer cards.
Attention all Christian
The Bible says
conspiracy
this,
theorists.
truthful words stand the test of time, but lies are what? Soon exposed. Listen to me, all you conspiracy theorists. People are not that smart. Oh my gosh, the government is lying to us. Really? The same people who can't make roads? Listen to me. Get out of your room and off the internet. People are not that great at covering up lies. We're not even that good at telling the truth. You give people and government way too much credit. The truth comes out.
They have to tell you what they're planning.
The point of this story is she really wanted to be famous. I guess that's what she wanted to be. And she met somebody who could promise her that. And she met somebody. Have you ever heard this?
No.
She met somebody.
This is crazy.
And he was like, I know how to make you famous. And she's like, how? And he's like, we can turn you into anything. Like,
Scientology.
We can turn you, honestly.
It may have been something like that.
We can turn you into a singer, an actor, whatever you want.
MTV's Made.
And yeah, really.
I want to be made.
And one day he visited her apartment, and he was like in a suit and tie. And I came in and I saw him in the suit. And then she's like, please leave. And she closed the door on me. So I left. And she came up to my apartment fucking sobbing. And she was like, this guy, please, you cannot repeat this. And for 3 years, I held the story to myself because I thought this guy was going to kill me. But they were like, if you ever repeat this, they'll kill me and they'll kill you and they'll kill anybody that you love. And she was sobbing to me. And she's like, there's this guy, he came to me. And he's like, he was telling me that, sorry, my headphones are going in and out. Do you hear that?
You just got to get closer to it.
Oh, okay. she was like, this guy came to me and he's like, I can turn you into anything you want to be, but you have to sacrifice somebody. And I just spoke to my mother, and my mom really supports me, and she's like willing to be sacrificed so I can become like
Famous.
a singer or whatever, famous, whatever. And this was completely serious, and it was really fucking terrifying. Really, really terrifying.
Like you believed her.
Totally believed her. And I didn't tell anybody until she told you guys at dinner.
Yeah.
And I was like, thank God she's telling somebody else, because I did not want to fucking die with the secret.
You can't hold that for that long.
Freaking out so much. And then one day we went to like a Hollywood party, and I don't want to say the names that were there, but they were like these big Hollywood guys who've been around for a really long time. Like, they're like, when you think of like old Hollywood, these are the names that come up.
Yeah.
And she was talking to one of them. She was an attractive person. So the guys at the party were like into her, and they're like listening to what she was saying. And she was just like, yeah, I was approached by the Illuminati. And this one guy goes, please do not listen to anything they have to say. They ruined my best friend's life. And he was referring to Michael Jackson. And he's like, they ruined my friend's life. They're horrible people. And it was fucking and I was sitting there. This was like a 4 a.m. conversation. And I was sitting there just like, like, oh my God. Like I need to go tell somebody.
I want everybody to be in on the joke, man. You know what I mean? Like, for years now, talk show hosts, people on television, people in sitcoms have been hired by the government to throw you off the track, to distract you, to make you laugh and stuff like that, make you happy and docile so you don't know what's really going on. You know? And they get out there in the woods in a circle naked and they decide these things, and, you know, and